energy level and energy bands. What is energy band? The group of energy levels is called energy band. What it is? The group of energy level is called energy band. Right, ma? Yes. As I shown the diagram of a general isolated silicon, let it be take, this is a silicon center, nucleus, we know what totally number of nucleons will be there. Outside we have totally how many? 3 orbits are there. So in the 3 orbits, we know what the configuration I said. As per the configuration, yes, if you see the configuration, what the configuration? 2, 8, 4, 2, 8, 4, 14, silicon. So that here how many are there? 4. As I taken like this, here there are 4. Here how many are there? 8 will be there. Here how many are there? Only 2. Right, ma? Yes, this is what the electronic configuration. In outermost orbital, how many are there? How many are there? These are what? 4. This is isolated silicon. If we go for crystalline form, means crystalline form will be like, this is what crystalline form. This is what, ma? Crystalline form we can take like this. Means what? These are, yes, silicon atoms. How many atoms are there? Means number of atoms. So many atoms are there. So many atoms will be there. So these are our silicon atoms. As I said, if you look at a particular one silicon atom, there will be a valence electrons are 4, but there is no stability. To get stability, every silicon atom try to catch how many electrons? 4. How many electrons? 4. Right. So to get 4, what happen in isolated atom? It is not possible. Why? Because it is only single atom. It consists of only 4 valency electrons. It is not in stable. So when come to the crystalline form, means here group of atoms together makes crystalline. In this particular crystalline, what happens? So many atoms are there. So that, for example, this is an atom. It is sharing with neighbor. How many? 4 atoms. So here there will be a bond you can take. Here there will be a bond you can take. Here there will be a bond. Here there will be a bond. So like this in crystal, every atom covalent bonds with neighbor atoms in crystal. In such a way, every atom can be have stability. So this is what sharing. So they can be form covalent bonds to get stable. So this is happens in where? Crystalline. In isolated system, that is isolated silicon. Right? Our concept is what? Energy levels. Here how many electrons are there? One, only 4. In outermost orbital, how many valence electrons are there? 4 valence electrons. Come to the crystal, how many are there? For every silicon, 4 electrons. Like that, how many are there? N atoms. So 4n valence. Okay na? Yes, 4n valence electrons are present here. So every one atom can be shared with neighbor 4 silicons and they are getting stable. Everywhere it is happens. So then what are the energy levels here? Generally 8 electrons, if it has, that will give stability. Means what are the possible energy levels? Every electron having its own energy. So what are the possible energy levels? Here possible energy levels, are 8. Why? Because 8 electrons. But practically how many we are going to find out? Existed how many? Existed are identified, better. Identified only 4. How many levels? Energy levels? 4 energy levels we are going to find out. Okay, na? Why? Because 4 valence electrons are there. Okay, everything is fine. When come to the crystalline structure, due to redistribution of energy, this point to be understand. Due to redistribution of energy, like this isolated so many atoms combines to form, thank God, due to combination of so many isolated atoms, here there will be a crystal. So in this particular crystal, due to redistribution of energy, there will be a change in energy levels. Understand? Here only one particular energy level, 4 energy levels only. But here 4 energy levels. How many energy levels? So 4 energy levels. Due to redistribution of energy. But because so many atoms are combined to form. Okay, fine. Right, thank you. Now, just look at here. Here the electrons are doing 2 types of works. Here the electrons are doing 2 types of jobs. What? Generally, this is electrically neutral. This is also electrically neutral at a particular temperature 0 Kelvin, I said. When external temperatures are rises up, by giving a small thermal energy or photo energy, whatever it may be, by giving a small energy to the crystal, what happens, you know, some of these valence electrons are, generally what happens here, as I said, for example, it is a silicon. In silicon, how many electrons are there? 4 electrons are there in outermost. We are talking about only outermost valence electrons. These are the responsible for conduction and all activities. 4, 1 silicon, another silicon here, another silicon here, another silicon here, another silicon here. This is the thing happening here also. So once this is, why? Because only 4 valence. These 4 covalent with another 4 silicons. So here this is another, this is another, this is totally 4 individual isolated silicon atoms. Okay, fine. Then it is what happened. It is revolving like this, like this, like this, like this, and it is sharing with this also. Yes, this electron is sharing like this to get stability. And come to the this electron also revolving like this, like this, like this, and sharing with this. It is sharing like that. When come to the this electron also revolving like this, like this, like this, and it is sharing with this also. It is sharing like this. When come to the this 4th electron, this electron also sharing like this and share with another. See, totally 1 silicon, 4 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 electrons sharing with 4 silicon neighbor atoms in crystalline. What is the job of these electrons? What is the job? Fulfillment of valence to get stable. Fulfillment of valence to get stable. Yes, fulfillment job it is doing. Okay. In this particular thing, in this particular crystal, suddenly 0 Kelvin to temperatures are rises up at room temperature. Temperatures means not that much. Little temperature is enough. A small variation in temperature can makes a good sufficient energy to the crystal. Yes, temperature is rise up. We are giving a small energy. Then what happen? Any one of the electron, for example, this electron is revolving like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Suddenly by this getting energy, this electron will come out from the this particular orientation. particular orbit. This electron is coming out from the orbit. Then where this will go? Yes, it will comes and it will stay back here. It is waiting for to do some work. It is waiting. Okay, one more electron also can come out like this, it is evolved, it is also coming out. So few number of electrons are coming out from their particular orbits by giving excess energy in the form of a heat. Understand? At normal temperature, your isolated atom or crystal should be in neutral. Only we have 4 valence electron. Crystal means 4n. Why? Because n atoms, each atom contains 4 valence. Now, what happened? If from this particular orientation, 1 electron here. From particular this, 1 electron here. So, here 2 electrons are came out. 2 electrons are came out from the orbits within crystal only, not outside. Within crystal only. This is what redistribution of energy. In a room normal temperature, all should be doing only fulfillment of a valence to get stability. When energy is given to the crystal, a few electrons are coming out from the orbits and they are waiting. Means what? They have some different energy or not? Why? Because they are getting some energy. That's what they came out from the orbit. So this type of some electrons also there. Now 2 categories of electrons we have. What? One type is valence fulfillment electrons. Valence electrons. Second, electrons which are emitting out from the orbits. They are present in crystal. They are present in crystal. These electrons has to do one work. What the work you know? When these crystal under electric field, means just you go for current electricity. Now the material is ready. This is one semiconducting material. This semiconducting material at a room temperature, it has some excess of electrons in a crystal. Now what we did? We are applying some external field. Due to this external field, these electrons getting drifted. These electrons will drifted. So due to drifting of these electrons, there will be a conduction. That is what? Current. So due to these extra electrons coming out from the orbits can make electric current. That concept we know. Even in wire, in current electricity we know that it is a cross section wire. This is one wire. So many electrons are there. When electric field is applied, all electrons comes or drifts towards the opposite direction of the field. Okay, this is what? Drift velocity we know. The electron should turn up towards positive direction or opposite to the electric field. The resultant average speed of this drift electrons will make conductional current. So here these electrons which are coming out from the orbit could make electric current. Means how many types of electrons are present here, ma? How many types of electrons are present? 2 types of electrons. One electrons are called as what I am calling valence electrons, valency electrons. Second one is what? Conduction electrons. Hope you understand. So valence electrons duty is what? Fulfillment of valency. It is every time it is present. But conduction electrons are coming only when external energy is supplied to the crystal. When external energy is supplied to the crystal, these electrons are present in crystal. When electric field is present, these will makes conduction. Okay, fine. Yes. Now, based on these 2 types of electrons we have, valence electrons, conduction electrons. What is the duty of valence electrons? To make fulfillment of valence to get stable. What is the duty of conductional electrons? To participate in electric current, to make conduction. Now I will tell you about energy levels. Two types of electrons can make two types of energies. What are the two types of energies? I can take like this. This is a part of first region. This is the part of second region. Two types of electrons I have. So two types of electrons means what? Number of electrons are there, not only one or two. It is a crystal, no? It is a crystal. So different electron having different energy. So that this is another level of energy. Why? Because valency electrons means what? That energy is minimum. Conduction means what? When they are getting energy, no? Means energy is more or not? Yes. So here these are different levels of energy of whose? Valence electrons. So that the group of energy level is called valence band. Okay na? What is that? Group of energy level is called energy band. What it is called, ma? Energy band. Different atoms. How many atoms are there? 4n. 4n valence electrons having 4n valency energy levels. So can I call these energy levels together as a band? This energy band can I call valence band. Very good, very fine. It is valence band. A group of a few number of electrons are getting energy. They are at a particular energy level. These are also energies. What these energies? Second categorized. What that? Conduction. So what can I make this? Conduction band. What this band, ma? Conduction band. It's very important key point of working of semiconductor. Not only semiconductor, in all materials. Valence band, conduction band. The electrons which has energy levels, whose? Valence electrons. These are the energy levels of a conductional electrons. Which can make electric current? These conductional electrons. Understand? Yes. So this energy is different. This energy is different. Okay. So then what is gap? This gap can differ. This gap can classify the materials into conductors, semiconductors, insulators. This is what the main idea of this electronics. Okay, what is this gap means? What you know? Actually, so many electrons are present here. These are valency fulfillment electrons. When these electron getting energy, then it will jump to here. So there is a difference in energy. Here energy is gap, energy gap. This energy gap is called, this energy gap is called forbidden gap. Forbidden gap. Forbidden gap. Why it is called forbidden gap? It is the difference in energy between two bands, valence band and conduction band. Valence band and conduction band. This energy gap. Energy means how generally we are measuring. You know, the simplest unit is electron volt. 1 electron volt is equals to 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 joules. We know in electronics especially we are using the smallest energy in electron volts. So this is the energy gap between what? Valence band to conduction band. Means what? The energy levels of valence electrons to the energy levels of conduction electrons. One gap is there, some energy gap. That is what? Energy gap. This energy gap also called forbidden gap. Forbidden gap. Easily you can discriminate now. If energy gap is more, if energy gap is more, the electron cannot jump from valence band to conduction band. So this is happens in where? In crystal. Understand? Why? Because 4n state I have taken, 4n valency. So if you think about this, this is one level of energy, this is another level of energy. Based on the nature of material, this gap is depends. Understand? Due to redistribution of energy. So if the gap is very close, easily the electrons can jump. So once the all valence electrons comes here, what will happen? It can make conduction. Then this crystal can behave as a good conductor. Means that only, na? So when the electric current will come, when the electric current will occur, when the electrons reaches from valence band to conduction band, these conductional electrons, conduction band electrons can make electric current, no? So when the electrons are in valence band, no current. So that what the primary duty of these electrons, when they are getting some energy, they can jump from valence band to conduction band. If this gap is large, then it's very difficult to jump. It's difficult to reach there. So no current. This happens in insulators. In insulators, energy gap is very large. It is probably greater than 3 electron volts. Greater than 3 electron volts. Where it will happen? In insulators. In insulators, what is energy gap, ma? In insulators, what is energy gap? Insulators energy gap is greater than 3 electron volts. Okay, fine. Yes. So when it comes to conduction, what? Conductors. Conductor means we know that whenever the external fields we are giving, the conduction starts. That means what? Just overlapping or just nearby that. Valence band and conduction band very close. So that by giving small energy only, all valence electrons reach to conduction band, then the conduction will start. So in conduction band and valence band, maybe overlap takes place in conductors. It is very less than 0.1 electron volts. Whereas in what? Semiconductors, it is 0.1 electron volts to 3 electron volts. This is our concept, semiconductors. So that the energy gap is less than 3 electron volts, greater than 0.1 electron volts. So that partially the electric current flows through the semiconductors. This is the idea. To give this idea, we have taken this much concept of solid state physics and the structure of the particular solid state crystal. So this is the idea to understand why the electrons flows partially through the semiconductor. There is an energy gap between valence band to conduction band. How much? It is probably 0.1 electron volts to 3 electron volts. The best elemental forms of semiconductor, you know what? Those silicon and germanium. Silicon 1.1 electron volt, germanium 0.7 electron volts. What? Energy gap, forbidden gap. Energy gap or forbidden gap in silicon is 1.1 electron volts. One more question. Very important. Energy gap in silicon is 1.1 electron volt. Energy gap in germanium is 0.7 electron volts. So this is the idea. So that the electricity conduction is partially through the semiconductor. Energy gap is large in semiconductor. You may get one doubt. Sir, in insulators, energy gap is greater than 3 electron volts, no? Just by giving small amount of heat energy only, the electrons are jumping from this valence band to conduction band, no? So why not we give more than 3 electron volts? Then even in insulators also, the electrons jumps from what? Valence band to conduction band, no? One more clarity I am giving you. You don't think insulator means these are the materials with no electrons. So many times I said you, this is misconcept. Generally, approximate values I am telling. Conductors electrons 10 power 27 cubic centimeter. Number of electrons in conductor is about 10 power 27 cubic centimeter. Semiconductors 10 power 17 cubic centimeter. In insulators 10 power 7 cubic centimeter. Everywhere there will be electrons. Without electrons no material. But it depends upon the internal structure of a crystal. It depends upon the structure of the particular material. Okay, so even insulator also contains electrons. Understand? So can we make conduction in insulator? Is it possible? No. Why? It is a basic doubt. What I am telling, it is about 3 electron volts to 6 electron volts probably. The range of energy gap in insulators. Why not we are supplying the sufficient energy to the insulator? If you supply this much energy, then the electrons can jump from valence band to conduction band, no? Then even insulator also we can get electric current, no? It is misconcept. Why? Because if you take a wooden piece, insulator, there also energy levels are there. What energy levels? Valence band, conduction band. Low energy level, high energy level. So when you are giving heat to the wood, what happen, you know? When the energy reaches to 3 electron volts, meanwhile the material will spoil by that energy. That is the nature. Means it will burnt. Plastic. Even plastic also 2 bands. Valence band, conduction band. To send electron from valence band to conduction band in a plastic, we are giving heat energy. When you are giving heat energy, before reaching the required energy, the material will spoil. Hope you understand. This is the idea. So, in insulator, we cannot make conduction by giving external energy. Before reaching the required energy level, the material will spoil. This is the drawback in insulators. That is depends upon the molecular mechanism and structure. So, I hope you understand about the energy level diagram. Every crystal you can take like this. 2 types of energy levels are there, valency level and conduction level. What is meant by valency band? The group of energy levels of a valence electrons is called valence band. The group of energy levels of conductional electrons is called conduction band. The energy gap between valence band and conduction band is called forbidden gap. When the electrons in valence band when the electron in valence band get in the energy equal to this gap, it can reach to the conduction band, it can participate in conduction when external field is applied. Means here the electrons only fulfillment of valence. So that these are valence electrons. These also electrons. These electrons are ready to conduct. When external field is applied, current will flow. Okay na? What the duty of these electrons ma? To make conduction. What the duty of these electrons? Just to fulfillment of. Now one question. All the electrons in crystal should be in valence band or conduction band? That is one question. Is only conduction band is filled? Another question. Is only valence band is filled? First understand my question. There is a crystal, for example silicon. 2 bands are there, you know. Valence band and conduction band. My question, any time both the band contains electrons or only valence band contains electrons or only conduction band contains electrons? It depends upon time and situation and that particular temperatures and external fields. Just like a movie theater. In movie theater we have 2 classes. Gold class, silver class. Gold class, silver class. Okay, here 100 vacancy, here 100 vacancy. This is a gold class, this is a silver class. Silver class means ticket cost is how much? 50 rupees. Gold class means ticket cost is how much? 100 rupees. Okay na? This is a movie theater. How many classes are there? Silver class, gold class, 2 sittings. Here how many seats are there? 100. Here how many seats are there? 100. Ticket cost 50, 100. Means theater is filled with only silver class. Means how many are there? 100. It is filled with only gold class. How many are there? How many are there? 100. How many are there? 100. That means here some or here some. That is depends upon the spending of money. The spending of money. Understand? Means the electrons are present here. How many? 100 can be here. 100 places are there. 100 can be here. Each one has to pay 50 rupees. Means the minimum energy 50 here, something. Minimum energy. So all are belongs to here. Once this fellow get one more 50 rupees, he can reach here. Can all 50 members, all 100 members can reach here? Yes, all 100 members also can reach here. When all are getting 50 rupees extra. Means all valence electrons can reach to conduction. When all are getting same energy equal to energy gap. Understand? All 100 electrons can reach here when all are getting equal energy equal to energy gap. It is possible in conductors. It is the idea. But in semiconductor, few only can reach. So that partial amount of current we can identify in semiconductors. This is what energy level diagram, right? Now we are coming to very most important classification of material based on energy band theory. Classification of material based on energy band theory. What concept is? This is the first 5 marks question for you. Get ready. 5 marks question. Classification of materials. Classification of material based on energy band theory. Energy band theory. This is the question guarantee. As I said, 10 marks weightage in from semiconductors. What is the first 5 marks question is? This is the question. Classification of material based on energy band theory. What is energy band? Group of energy levels is called energy band. But what are the classification? We know classification is done. First one is conductors. What are that? Conductors. Second one, semiconductors. What are second one? Semiconductors. What are third one? Insulators. Insulators. First point everybody knows. That's what I am not writing. What the first point? Yes. Electric charges with respect to electric charges. Electric charges. Freely passing through this material. It is partially will pass. Here, no, does not flow. Does not flow. Freely flow. Okay, fine. This is a general idea everybody knows. When come to the second one, approximate values I tell. The number density 10 power 27 cubic centimeter. Number density 10 power 17. Electrons number density 10 power 7. When come to the your knowledge had in current electricity, see, conductors means resistance and resistivity will high or low? High. Then resistant resistivity high means reciprocal is conductivity. The reciprocal of resistivity is called conductivity. So conductivity should be high. Sorry, resistance should be low, resistivity should be low, then conductivity high. Conductors means what? They can able to conduct 99%. Why? Because no conductor can supply 100% through it. So that what is maximum here? Here it is resistivity. Resistivity high. Resistivity higher, low na? Low. Resistivity low. Resistivity low means what is high? Conductivity high. Why? Because these are conductors. Conductivity high. Resistivity low means what is order is important. That order I will write 10 power minus 2, it is low. 10 power minus 2 to 10 power minus 8. What is the unit for resistivity we know? Ohm meter. Can I write here? Ohm meter. 10 power minus 2 to 10 power minus 8. That much low resistivity. Negligible. Conductivity, resistivity symbol is what ma? Rho. Conductivity symbol sigma. Sigma value reverse. And that means 10 power 2 to 10 power 8. This is what? Ohm meter inverse. In current electricity lesson you have this knowledge. Resistivity low, conductivity high. Okay. When you come to the last insulators. Insulators means what should be high? Resistivity should be high. It is greater than 10 power 11. Greater than 10 power 11 means conductivity approximately 0. Insulators, what is conductivity? 0. Now this is our topic is what? About semiconductors is important for us. For semiconductors what? Resistivity. It is the order of 10 power minus 5 to 10 power 6. 10 power minus 5 to 10 power 6. What the unit ma? Ohm meter. Whereas conductivity 10 power, it is a reverse. 5 to means 10 power 5 to 10 power minus 6 ohm meter inverse. So this is the idea about conductivity and resistivity. Simply we know that it is a moderate. It should be high. What should be high? Conductivity high. It is conductivity about 10 power 5 to 10 power minus 6. But resistivity 10 power minus 5 to 10 power 6. So it is a moderate. Partially electric current will flow. Here no current. Resistivity, conductivity, reciprocal we know. It is rho, it is sigma. Okay na? Yes. And one more thing, these values are not fixed. It is approximate values only. Plus or minus 1. Some books it might be given 10 power minus 9. It is 10 power minus 3. The approximate values only. You don't think about that. Right. Now it's most important. The point what we have discussed according to energy band. What is energy gap? Easy. Energy gap. Energy gap is approximately 0 or the order of 0.1 electron volts. It is approximately 0. Why approximately 0? Why approximately 0? Valence, it is conduction band. Okay, I will show. Yes. It is what? Conduction band. It is what? Valence band. Conduction band and valence band are overlap. Very important point. Where the two bands are overlapping? In conductors. In conductors, two bands are getting overlap. Why? Because energy gap is very less. By giving a small energy only, the electrons can jump from valence band to conduction band to make conduction. Okay. So, when come to this point, where here, what the range? Energy gap greater than 3 electron volts, greater than 3 electron volts, or sometimes we can say it is 3 to 6. 3 electron volts to 6 electron volts. What about the diagram here? Diagram here we can draw. This is what? This is what conduction band. This is what valence band. This is the gap is very high. The gap is very high between conduction band and valence band. So it is very difficult to reach the electrons from valence band to conduction band. Whereas in semiconductors it is moderate. It is moderate. How? These ranges are 0.1 electron volt to 3 electron volts. What the value? 0.1 electron volt to 3. Means it is moderate, no? Moderate means yes, it is conduction band, it is valence band. It is about 0.1 to 3 electron volts. So these are the very important thing, important differences between conductors, semiconductors, insulators based on energy band theory. Once again see that conductors, so you know conductivity is high. Insulators, so conductivity is 0. Resistivity low, approximately 0. Resistivity high. Semiconductors are moderate between these two. Here the main concept is energy gap. Okay, energy gap in semiconductors is 0.1 electron volts, 3 electron volts. As given example, what? Silicon and germanium. Silicon and germanium are elemental forms of best elements for semiconductors. Silicon 1.1 electron volts, germanium 0.7 electron volts. This is very important question. Right, ma? Right. Thank you. This is the first introduction about semiconductors. Next we will go for types of semiconductors. What are the types of semiconductors? What about their nature? The next we will study tomorrow class. One more information for you.